through the centre. She's got half a metre on both Jackson and Gabby Thomas. Also coming through is Nita. Oh, it's a different line. And Asher Smith, has she got it on the line? Yes, she has. Into a very, very slight headwind. Dina is back, it would appear, after that really troublesome 2021.
Asher Smith gets out of the blocks really good, right in the middle there, and Thompson-Hera though into a running and is now starting to come away, and this could be a good win, a big win. Watch the clock, 10:79. Well, real daylight between the Olympic champion and the rest. Wasn't as swift out of the blocks as one or two others, but goodness me, did she pick up in the middle of the race. And if anyone has any question marks around her fitness or her injury problems that she's had, that haven't been major ones this year, then I think they've all been blown away once more. Carefully out of the blocks, but goodness me, that was another... I'm surprised, Tim, how far she won by in the end.
Well, she only built that lead over the second half. I mean, Dina Asher-Smith got by far the best start, led her through the first half. But the trouble is that Thompson-Hera carries on accelerating through at about 70 or 80, and her top speed is significantly quicker than anybody else. She might not have got a great start here today, but she wins, as you say, Steve, going away by a big margin. There she is, Asher Smith in the centre in the red, leads to about 40, maybe 50, but she just can do nothing about the Jamaicans passing her and coming through it. In fact, Asher Smith ends up going backwards, finishes in what, 4th or 5th place.
Weekly first time, and again Thompson-Hera taking a little while to get into her running. Now she's up and running and into the transition phase and streaking away, running away as she did before. 10:83, a new meeting record. She's improved on her own mark from 2019 here in Rabat. Antonik Strawn got left in the blocks. Thompson-Hera comes through as expected. She said she's getting better and better. She's not chasing, she's not trying too hard for this world record. Leave it alone and it will come when the moment is right. And further evidence with a slight tailwind that Thompson-Hera is just coming to the boil nice and steadily with so much more racing to do.
So Antonik Strawn never even got into the set position. I've no idea. It's very loud. I really do apologise if you're getting any feedback on the sound, because in the stadium, just as they went to their blocks, the PA system had a bit of a tone going through, so that might have been the reason why. It didn't bother the others, certainly not Elaine Thompson-Hera. She went back to Jamaica after Eugene, then flew out here. It doesn't matter at the moment. She's coping with travel this time of the year. She's racing well. Main thing is she's fit and healthy. I think that shoulder problem she had early on the season, all of that behind her now, so consistently quick at the moment. And she didn't really need to extend herself at all against this field. Still comes away with a 10:83.
Final event, women's 100 metres. Cleanly away. Brilliant start there from Shelley-Ann Fraser-Pryce. Now arriving into her running. Also going well is Nita in second. Talia being put down for third. Let's keep an eye on the clock. Oh my word! 10:66. Shelley-Ann is back in Paris. She's beaten her own world lead by 100th of a second. She's had over a month off. She comes back fresh. It's a new meeting record, and that's a little warning shot over the bows of Elaine Thompson-Hera. Thompson-Hera ran 10:72 here last year on this very track. Fast forward 12 months, and it's Shelley-Ann Fraser-Pryce saying, hang on Elaine, I've got this, I'm here now. 10:67, brilliant start, excellent execution, and a superb second place for Daryl Nita in a high quality field. But goodness me, Shelley-Ann Fraser-Pryce back to winning ways in Paris.
Well, it equals the world lead. It's been adjusted to 10:67 from 10:66. That's a shame, but it does very significantly replace the meeting record of Elaine Thompson-Hera from last year, and it equals her own world lead, of course. She is like a machine, pouring it on down the track. They're beautifully symmetrical, balanced sprinter. Keeps low, eyes down. When do the eyes come up? There. Many, many strides after coming out of the blocks. She knows what she's doing to the millimetre here. These movement patterns worked out so precisely. Doesn't seem to be breathing, does she? Now huffing and puffing. The anaerobic juices don't start pouring in until after about 10 seconds, and now she breathes, punches the air, and she knows, Chris, that that's a special time. And the gaping, the yawning gap behind her was absolutely massive. Great run from Daryl Nita, Chris, too, for second.
Well, only her second sub-11-second performance, Daryl Nita, so congratulations to her. But Fraser-Pryce, well, the crowd stayed, of course they did, to watch this woman. Fraser-Pryce, third fastest in history, rounded down to 10.67, equals the world lead. And that is further evidence that Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, at the age of 35, is still in her prime.
Great start from Fraser-Pryce, who's already up there, centre of these 7, moving away at the moment. Expect Jackson third from right to come through late, but Fraser-Pryce is moving away. Great running from Tallow as well. The winning time, 10.61. Well, that is only 1/100th of her lifetime best. It is a new meeting record. Many will be happy to see Marion Jones's name looked off the meeting record list. The American running 10.72 back in 1998. Just over 24 years old, that record from Marion Jones. And the wind speed yet to come up, but it is indeed a Mertzit meeting record. 10.62, in fact, confirmed. It matters not. It's quicker than anybody else in the world this year. It is the fastest time in the world this year. And in fact, only Griffith Joyner, Flojo as she was known, and Elaine Thompson-Hera have run quicker in history than that. Steve, she grabbed half a metre in the first 5.
I didn't think it was that quick, because look where Talou is. You think, okay, this is a 10.8, and look at where Shericka Jackson as well. Not only Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, that's 3 times she's run 10.67, once 10.66 as you mentioned, now at 10.62, but Jackson has now run 10.71. She goes into the top 10 all time. Talou 10.72, she goes into the all-time top 10. What's going on?
We get away this time. Talou gets a very good start. Hobbs is away, and right on the far side, Davis is going very well. Jackson trying to come through the middle here. It's going to be tight. Hobbs gets in. Talou right there with Jackson, but I think Hobbs got it on the line. Maybe Talou outleaned her. We'll have to wait and see. Hobbs thinks she's got it. It's going to be very close between those 3. I think if Hobbs had actually dipped better, she would have got it. I'm pretty sure she was close. Yes, she's been given it 10.87. Jackson, well, she got a great start, did Hobbs, as did Davis next to her. Talou finished fast. You expect Jackson to come through at the end as well. But Hobbs hung on, even though her dip perhaps wasn't the best. Just waiting for the confirmation of third. I'm pretty sure it's Talou. Still a quick time, Chris. I mean, despite all of the distractions before and during, for Hobbs, that is a big win.
Well, it's a good victory for concentration as well, isn't it? Because it was all happening. And if you'd said 24 hours ago, what will be the 1, 2, 3 in the 100 metres, arguably the most anticipated event of the whole programme, with due respect, you would not have said Hobbs, Jackson, Talou. I don't think anybody would have said that. So all credit to Hobbs, not just for winning the race, but for retaining and maintaining her focus and concentration. Disappointing for Kambunji in front of her home fans. But Hobbs got a great start here from lane 2. Jackson took some time to get into her running. Once she was out of the dry phase into her running, she came back strongly, but not quickly enough. Talou finished also nicely, but if Hobbs just got it there on the line. It was as close as that. But no Fraser-Pryce, just to remind you, injured during warm-up. And Thompson-Hera disqualified, both from lane 5, which in the end was empty as they got away for the 3rd time of asking.
Sit.
Brilliant start there from Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, as always, now into the transition. Nobody can really live with her at the moment. Talou is trailing in her wake. Jackson's trying to come back at her, but it's Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. Jackson is coming back at her, she's got it! Jackson maybe on the line. That was so strong and so uncharacteristic. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, unbeaten all year. Everyone is looking around. It's a photo finish. In the end, you could throw a blanket She got a good start. There is a question mark over the hamstring for Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. She said her drills had gone one in the last couple of days. It is Jackson. It's a first defeat of the season for Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. And there was a reaction from Jackson, who came second last weekend to Hobbs in Lausanne. She didn't like that, and she has picked the pocket, Tim, of her teammate Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce by a small margin on the line and a great finish. And you don't often see that, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce relinquishing a lead.
Well, you don't, but also Fraser-Pryce, there just wasn't a normal self over the last 25 metres. Tightening up, her stride was shortening. Jackson is much bigger, much taller. She does come late. Remember, she's a great 200-metre runner as well, and 400. Here, you think Fraser-Pryce got this sewn up. She will never relinquish a lead normally here. But Jackson, very strong over the last 20, but I think it was a bit of 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I think Jackson was strong over the last 25, and I think Fraser-Pryce was tightening up, and it may be something to do with that hamstring injury. 1/100th in it. Frustrating for Fraser-Pryce to lose her unbeaten record of the season in this, almost the final hurdle.